glad, Reggie, that you're safely back from Karachi.
I would have liked to have sung Tristan or Siegfried just once, but they never came my way.
Only bloody foreigners sing Wagner. We're better with the British composers, Rossini, Donizetti, Giuseppe Verdi.
I read somewhere that if Giuseppe Verdi had been born in England, he would have been called Joe Green. I don't think he'd have had much of a career called Joe Green, do you? One isn't filled with awe at the thought of Green's Requiem.
And talking of Verdi, any ideas for the 10th of October?
Well, I think we should do solos.
But a trio would be less demanding, wouldn't it?
Yes, but what trio? It would have to be something I know. I don't think I could learn anything new.
Oh, we'd better have a proper meeting later.
You and your meetings. Can't we just talk about it?
It's very disagreeable of them to bring in someone new without consulting us.
Oh, they do it all the time. They're not obliged to consult us. They run the place, not us.
Yeah, now Reggie is right. We come and go. They go on forever, and when we join the heavenly choir, someone takes our room. Lawrence Timms left these shores a month ago and is now probably, as we speak, singing a duet with Maria Callas. We knew he'd be replaced. We all talked about it.
There are
by the name of a nobby. Works stripped to the waist muscles, rippling, awash in sweat.
Oh, I love the smell of male sweat.
So we've heard.
I could watch him work for hours.
Careful, careful, sissy, you'll blow the fuse of your pacemaker.
Frank White smelt of honey.
I'm surprised you're here, Jean. Last I heard you were living it up. Eaton Square.
Oh, and did they show you the pool? They keep it at almost 80 degrees. I swim every morning.
And I watch her. It's the only exercise I take.
Reggie, please say something to me. I was so looking. He felt sure they'd want me to do something, some sort of concert or other. But what's so special about the 10th of October he didn't explain?
The birthday gala.
Whose birthday?
Joe Green's.
Oh, I don't think I know who he is.
No, I'll explain. The Gala Committee. I'm a member. Cedric Livingstone runs it. I was co-opted the week after I arrived. They wanted someone lively. We all wanted, Reggie really ought to be in the chair, and we all wanted to elect him, but, well, Cedric clings to office. But it's so exciting. We have apologies, then we read the minutes, and then there's any other business, and we all feel so important. And yes, we have a gala on Verdi's birthday every year. Joe Green, Giuseppe Verdi. Do you get the joke, Jean?
Yes, of course.
His birthday's on the 10th of October, and we celebrate it. We have little do's for Tommy Beecham's birthday, or his death, I'm never quite sure which. Ben Britten, and even Mozart gets a look in, and it gives us something to look forward to, you see. Sorry.
Everyone's expected to do something.
It gives us something to look forward to, you see. Everyone's expected to do something. This will be our first gala. Everyone wants Reggie to sing La Donna Immobile, don't they, Reggie?
I fell in love with Reggie when I first heard him sing that.
And this year, we're to have a star turn. Anne Langley will perform her Violetta.
Anne Langley, here. I thought she'd been committed.
No, they will after they hear her Violetta.
Is she still so lumpy?
We were built differently in those days.
I wasn't. And I always thought Anne Langley's upper register sounded like a screech owl in labour. Reggie, won't you come for a walk and show me the garden?
Leave me in peace, Jean, for Christ's sake, leave me in peace!
Oh.
I'm sorry, I apologise. That was uncalled for. I was always taught that the definition of a gentleman was someone who was never unintentionally rude. I liked your father. When he heard that you'd left me, he telephoned and said, "Sorry, old chap, but I'm married to her. Count your blessings. I'm married to her mother." He's gone too, I suppose.
Yes, he died before Mummy. They were both so proud of me. Not a day goes by when I don't think about them. I liked your parents, but they didn't approve of me.
No.
Mummy also ended up in a home in Hove. Such a mournful sound. cove. I vowed I'd never end up the same way. But here I am. Reggie? We both have to live here. What are we going to do?
Press the cliché button and say, make the best of it. What else can we do?
I apologize for hurting you. Please be kind to me. We were different people then. There. I've been rehearsing that for the past week.
You said it before. You're repeating yourself.
Am I? Oh, God. Oh, please stop me if I do it again. But I mean it, nevertheless.
Mean what?
I'm sorry that I hurt you so much. I suffered terrible remorse.
See her, there she goes. Angelique, the wardress, dressed in white, by the box hedge. Calls herself a nurse. See her. Bitch, cow, fat-ass twat. She won't give me marmalade at breakfast. She gives everyone else marmalade except me. She gives me apricot jam. I hate apricot jam. She does it deliberately. Bitch, cow. Art is the medicine of mankind, Jean, but what is its spring? Ernest Newman's right. It's not poetical. I've come to the conclusion that the true fountainhead of art is...
I didn't want to come here, but I had no choice.
What about your children? Didn't you and Michael Rees have children?
Christopher and Emma, yes, they're darlings. You'll meet them. They've promised to visit.
Well, can't they help?
Not really. Christopher's a vicar.
A vicar?
Plays,
Really?
Plays guitar. C of E in Lowestoft. He got the calling when I ran off with Enrico Cardinali. Do you remember Enrico?
Yes, a bass.
Bass by voice, bass by nature. Such a bad picker of men.
Thank you.
And Emma's married to a schoolteacher, so of course they're as poor as church mice. But they
Know about the gala?
She's on a knife edge, Miss Jean. I should say she's close to a breakdown.
Jean, close to a breakdown. I'll pull the other one.
Oh, I'd like to pull them both, sissy. But if you're only offering one, I'll settle for that.
Well, I think the quartet is a very good idea.
Not for three. It's not?
Well, we could try and persuade her. On the committee, we're always persuading each other.
Oh, to do what?
I never thought I'd feel sorry for Jean. But she touched my heart a moment ago, and I resent it.
Forgive and forget, Reg.
I may forgive, I shall never forget, though God knows I try.
This is not a retirement home. It is a madhouse.
Oh, Jean, welcome back from Karachi.
Oh, I thought I'd gone alone.
I have just been surrounded by toothless hags, all saying how excited they are at the thought of seeing me as Gilda, and then some creature, I can only suppose was Cedric Livingstone because he appeared to be wearing what looked like a sari, said the quartet would be the finale.
Oh, lovely, that's the star spot.
And Langley will be put out.
To grass, one hopes. I want it understood, here and now, that I think the whole notion is utterly ridiculous. Sissy, please make that known to Cedric Livingstone, Bobby Swanson, Anne Langley, and the rest of the residents of this asylum, and please so immediately. Oh, God! Why did I ever come here?
Jean, I beg you, don't be hasty. Let's discuss it, that's all I ask.
Well, I'm ready.
Shall I make a little agenda?
I'm not going to do it, so there's no point in going on.
Did I tell you I received a small cheque for the barber, but they didn't send me a copy of the CD, aren't they beastly?
Concentrate, sissy. I said the wrong line. Shall I make a little agenda now?
No, can't we talk about it informally?
I prefer things to be structured. Now then, the gala will take place on the 10th of October, which happens to be a Sunday. That gives us approximately 15 weeks.
The whole idea is utterly outlandish. We'll only make ridiculous fools of ourselves. The very thought of it is too depressing, and I don't want to be more depressed than I am.
No, it'll be fun, Jean, I
It
promise.
will not be fun. Nothing's fun anymore. Everything's poisoned.
Now, the first question is, do we accept in principle the committee's invitation?
The committee. The committee. Most of them were in the chorus when I made my debut as Violetta, and they were probably still there when I gave my last performance.
Not Anne Langley. She made a very fine Violetta.
Oh, please, don't talk such rubbish. And Langley was supposed to be... Violetta is supposed to be dying of tuberculosis. Anne Langley looked as though she was singing full staff.
Those days we were built differently.
I'm not interested in those days.
If we do decide to sing, we'll need a repetiteur, of course.
Oh, Bobby Swanson, yes. No, I'm sure he could do a good job.
Sissy, I'm sorry for losing my rag. I've cried more in the last 2 days than in all my life.
Yes, well, you can stop now. We're doing the trio from the barber.
Try to understand this from my point of view. I hope I can remember everything I want to say. No, what is it, Julia? I hope I can remember everything I want to say. I was somebody once.
Oh, somebody once.
I thought I was somebody now.
But I shone brightest in the firmament.
Yes, yes, you were a great star. Yes,
Yes,
we know.
I was. Please don't disparage me. It's not easy being me now.
Was it ever? Don't go. Please, I apologise. I won't be facetious again. It's my turn now to try to make something clear to you. I too have been thinking a lot about it. You've come here because, and I believe I quote you accurately, because you said you have no alternative. It's not a madhouse, Jean. No more than anywhere else. We're a community of people from the same profession and with similar experience. And we share passion. You never think, you just...
No, and why should I?
Well, no reason. Except you'll feel better if you do.
I expect she's missing.
Yes, thank you. Sorry. I expect she's missing sunnier climes.
It's my opinion that performing again, albeit once a year, to an audience of our fellow residents, to members of staff, the odd visitor, is a way of reaffirming our existence.
Nonsense.
It's not nonsense. We, all of us living in this house, were born with a musical gift. Ours was the singular ability to raise our voices in song. Now, many years on, old age has thrown us together at a time when our voices are nothing more than a